are Extreme EV3, and today we present our innovation project of the Balboa Peninsula Smart Crosswalk. I'm Micah.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Liam.
Our problem is that there's a stretch of road on the Balboa Peninsula with a lot of unsafe crosswalks, and people are getting hurt. This is much like the once popular game, Frogger, where you try to get the frog across to the other side. So when there are cars and there are people, there are just painted lines on the ground which are unsafe. So we have a solution to that.
Our goal is to improve the crosswalk safety, resume efficient traffic flow, and prevent accidents.
So the solution for our crosswalk called Seymour, it has three main features, one of which is it does not tell the pedestrian to go until all the cars have stopped. Another feature is that when it detects the pedestrian, they wait a certain amount of time depending on how bad traffic is in the area. And the third important feature of our crosswalk is that the crosswalk, when it detects that there's no pedestrians in the crosswalk, unlike an ordinary traffic crosswalk, it'll let traffic resume instead of waiting for the timer to run out.
So there's multiple components needed in order to make this project. For one, you need the power, which we would be using solar power. We also need vehicle and pedestrian sensors, some for the vehicles and some for the pedestrians. That's so the system can know when the pedestrian can go and when the vehicle can go. And to control the flow of vehicles, we would use crosswalk control panels to let the driver know that they can go.
Okay, so the infrared sensors would be mounted on, ideally the entire system would be mounted on the pole, and there would be LED screens and sensors that would signal the cars to stop and detect when the cars have stopped. There would also be a button and a speaker, so there'd be another LED screen on the other side, so that the pedestrian would receive visual and auditory cues on when to go and when to stop.
So when the pedestrian walks up, they will see many things. One being the pole, the solar panels, and the lights on the ground, and another are the cars. So when the sensors sense the car has stopped, then it will tell the pedestrian to go.
The driver view is what the driver would see when they are in the crosswalk area, so that they can avoid hitting pedestrians and staying safe when the crosswalk isn't.
Like if they have a very tall truck, they might not be able to see a little kid crossing the crosswalk, but the crosswalk would see the little kid, so they can use the LED screens to signal the truck to stop.
So in conclusion, we could make a smart crosswalk that is both efficient and safe in the Balboa Peninsula using the existing technology today. Any questions?
So can it be implemented somewhere else other than Balboa Peninsula, or why is it restricted to that?
We're mainly focusing on the Balboa Peninsula because the crosswalks there are both dangerous and they're very there's a lot of traffic there, and so we decided to focus on that area the most.
First.
Any other questions?
Do you have some idea what one complete system would cost?
Anywhere between the low 6 digits and maybe 5 digits, so maybe between 10,000 to 100,000, just depending on how many systems you implement.
What if the car keeps on going? So if the car keeps on going, then it wouldn't tell the pedestrian to go. So normally in a normal crosswalk, it would tell the driver to stop and the pedestrian to go. But what if the driver doesn't stop? Then in our system, it wouldn't tell the pedestrian to go, even though the driver is not following the traffic light.
But what if the
people are crossing the street and the car crashes into the people.
Well, the pedestrian wouldn't be there in the first place. The system would detect, are there any cars? Like, are there any cars trying to pass through the crosswalk? And if it's no, then it would let the pedestrian go. It wouldn't let the pedestrian go while there's, like, traffic flow on that particular way.
All right, give him a round of applause, guys.